I start?
Yes, sure.
Well, we met the
By
author.
the way, sorry, just one moment, just one announcement. So I turned on the recording of our class. So if you don't want to be recorded, you may turn off your video, your camera. But if you don't mind, please. Okay.
Okay, I hope it will help to other learners.
Yeah. Okay. So could you please retell the introduction in your own words? So the full chapter, just retell it in your own words. 3 or 5 sentences maybe, or as you
Okay.
wish.
As I started before, we met author at the beginning, and he told us his story. His unique story is about having two fathers. I don't know what exactly he means. Maybe it is dad-in-law or something. It is not
I
matter.
will tell you. It was the first father was his own father, physical father, and the other was the father of his friend.
Oh, I see. Oh, I see.
It was the real father, the father of his friend. Yes, please go on.
I thought it
Sorry
may be
for
something
interrupting.
father-in-law or godfather. It doesn't matter. The main idea is about a meaning, a way to think. The author has a unique opportunity to see a different mindsets, opposites, attitude to money and other stuff about how to spend money, how to earn money, what is important, education maybe, or skills how to manage with money. And he had an opportunity to compare these attitudes and see how it works in real life. And the author tells us that he will share his experience with us, and that's it. Maybe
that's it. Thank you.
The main idea is here.
Yeah, thank you very much. Tatiana, can you retell the chapter in your own words, please?
I don't read the book. I think what we read on the lesson. I don't understand.
Yes, I understand. Yes, you thought
so
that we will
sorry.
read it, but the book is really so we can't read it in the class because it's too long, I think. So it's not 1 page or 2 pages. The introduction is about, I think, 15 pages
15 minutes.
or maybe
15 minutes.
15 minutes, and I think 15 pages at least. So I think we will not have time to read the book at the class, but you can just listen, and I think you will have good ideas for your life. Okay. Julia, have you read the book? Not the book, but the introduction.
Yes, I've read in the introduction.
So can you retell the chapter in your own words?
Okay, yes, I will try. It was a story, the beginning of the book, and there the author told us about his life, that he had 2 fathers, one poor dad and one rich dad. And the most important of this is money. What will they say about money? About how to earn it, how to spend it, maybe. And that was the difference of the meaning of a rich man and a poor man. And the author wants to study money in a school, not only from parents.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Um,
Okay.
So the people, when they grown up, they
Mm-hmm.
can use their money with the mind.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much. So let's now see the second question, the second point that I have here on the screen. So what is the difference? How do you think? What is the difference between rich dad and poor dad concerning their official education? So what was the difference between these two dads concerning their education? Official education, I would say. Oleg, how do you think?
As I remember, the poor dad he graduated university.
Yeah.
The rich one
Mhm.
tried to earn money tried to learn how to use money in real life, how to use money as a power, as a resource, as an ability to earn new money.
Yeah, so the poor dad graduated from the university. He had the master of PhD. It is a very high master, and so it was really good education. And the other dad, did he have any education? Do you
I
remember?
I don't remember, unfortunately.
Okay,
Uh,
okay, no problem.
he has
Mm-hmm.
only 8 classes.
Yes, right. It is right. He had never finished the 8th grade. So he had never finished the 8th grade. It means he had finished only 7 grades. So he had 7 grades. We say grades, not classes. Classes is what we have now, and grade is so 1 grade, the first grade, the second grade at school. So we say that he finished only 7 grades. Yes, that's right. And what about their career and financial conditions?
They all work hard, but one of
Mhm.
them, one of them is rich, and another is a poor.
Yeah, so they both worked hard. Yes, that's right. And what about their financial conditions?
As I remember, at the beginning, they both weren't very rich.
Mhm.
Maybe even poor dad was richer than the rich one at the beginning.
Mhm.
When he poor dad was a kid, he was richer than the rich one also was a kid.
Mhm. Ah,
Maybe,
you mean that? I
maybe
don't
I'm wrong.
remember there was. I don't remember there was anything about that. Maybe I don't. I think he didn't mention it in
Maybe.
the introduction. He didn't mention it. He just said that when they both died, the poor dad left the unpaid bills to his family, and the rich man left thousands and millions, even millions of dollars to his family, to his church, to the charity. So that was really big difference concerning their financial conditions. I mean, not in the beginning. In the beginning, I think they both were poor. They both were poor in the beginning. Not poor, but the middle class maybe. But in the end of their life, so one left millions of dollars, and the other left the unpaid bills. the bills that were not paid. Yes, and what about parenting? What was the difference between them in their parenting?
May
how
I
they
answer
Mhm.
to this?
Yeah,
It
sure.
seems to me it is a very remarkable part. The poor dad told, "I am poor because of you kids," but at the same time, the rich one told,
Yes.
"I have to be rich because of you kids. I want to earn
Yes.
money, and I want you you weren't poor." He tried to do his best for his kids.
Yes. Yes. That was really interesting statement. Yes, I agree. Julia, do you have any ideas about that? What was the difference in their parenting?
The difference in the parenting. I agree with Alec that the one sleep when the conversation told about money, and another has exercised his mind and thought about how to get this. Never told I can't afford it.
Yes. Yes. Can't afford it. So they both advised something to their children. So they both took care about their children, but they advised different things. So they both wanted the best for their kids. They both were good parents, good fathers, but they learned and they advised different things to their kids. So that was the difference, I think. So the next point, number 3, it is also a very interesting statement. One dad would say the love of money is the root of all evil, and the other said the lack of money is the root of all evil. What would you say about that? How do you think? The love of money is the root of all evil, or the lack of money is the root of all evil? What is the root of all evil? How do you think? Concerning money. Yeah, sure.
So I will start.
Yes.
I will answer. The both are right, but it depends on point of view. What do I mean? For some people, money it is definitely a reason why they can cheat, why they can do crime, and so on. But if you if you have maybe a good attitude for society, and if you don't have problems with your faith, maybe совесть, как сказать?
Consciousness.
Conscience. Thank you. If you don't have any problems with your consciousness.
Consciousness. It is a adjective. Yes, consciousness. Noun.
In this case, you act with your money properly. You hire maybe people. You pay them good salary. You don't cheat anybody. You have an opportunity to maybe pay bills on time. To pay bills on time, you can afford education, and so on.
Yes.
That's why I answered they both are right, but it just depends on point of view. They look on the same thing, but on other sides.
From different sides.
From different
yes.
sides. Thank you.
Yes, I agree. So if a person doesn't have enough money, he goes he goes somewhere to cheat somebody, to loop, to destroy something, or to take
Yes,
money
somebody
from somewhere.
somebody just could be not poor, but he thinks, oh, I can get more money, and somebody tries to cheat, somebody tries to made some scam actions, and so on.
Yes, interesting
Also,
explanation. Thank you. Yes.
we were able to earn money, and at the same time to give an opportunity for other people earn money. Maybe you can find a colleague, coworkers, hire other people, and so on, and you earn money, and you give an opportunity to other people earn money, and in this case, everybody is happy.
Yes. Thank you, Oleg. Tatiana, how do you think? Can we say the love of money is the root of all evil, or the lack of money is the root of all evil? How do you think? Do you have your opinion about that? So if the person has enough money, he won't just do crime. He won't go somewhere and rob the bank or murder somebody for the money, because he has enough money. He doesn't need more. And if the person has the lack of money, he will do crime. He will do the evil.
То есть,
Do you agree with that?
то есть, что настоящее зло, когда деньги... Настоящее ли зло, когда человек идет грабить банк?
Нет, если у человека мало денег, поэтому он и совершает преступление. То есть, короче, причина зла малое количество денег.
So I think if it is not to be bad for another people, this is not bad, because another people not be sad, not be hurt, and I don't think what if another people don't hurt, don't bad, it is the evil bad. So
Okay, thank you for your opinion. And
thank you.
Yulia, what do you think about that?
I think it depends about the person. But if you have a lack of money, or you love money very much, so you can do something wrong to get this. But if you have enough money, and that's can that can be good for you and enough.
Yes, so it can be enough for you, and so that is the reason the person won't do any crime, any evil. So
Yes.
so you agree with this statement? The author is right, you think?
Yes.
Okay, thank you for your opinions. Yes, let's go further. Number 4. Yes, the author had 2 fathers, and why it was difficult for him. He said, I had 2 fathers, and it was difficult for me, he said. Do you remember why it was difficult for him?
Can I answer?
Sure.
So on the one hand, he had an opportunity to have more options, to see other opinions. On the other hand, he he needed to think what to choose. He needed to
Yes.
think what is better for him. And
Yes.
at the ending part of the introduction was a hard part for me for understanding. The author said in a poem, and it was about a choice, making choice, and he made a difficult choice for him.
Yes. Yes.
Who he will listen to and who will not, and he chosen to listen to the rich dad,
Mm-hmm.
and it
Yes.
wasn't
So.
easy to make this decision.
So it was difficult for him because he had to choose whom to listen to.
Yes. Maybe I'm wrong, but that is how I see this.
Yes, there are no right or wrong answers. We just discuss and reflect and just try to understand. And there are no right or wrong answers. Okay. Okay. Thank you for your opinion, Yulia. You wanted to say something?
Yeah, I want to say that it was difficult for him because his dads were
Mm-hmm.
good people, working hard and were
Yes.
influenced people, and he have two opinions in the about money of them,
Mm-hmm.
and had to choose what to prefer,
Yes.
what means.
Mm-hmm.
And I agree with Alec. And the last, and the end of the introduction, he chose to hear his rich father, and
Mm-hmm.
don't choose or don't listen his poor dad.
Yes. Yes, he just wanted to be a good son, and he wanted to listen to his father. But as he had two fathers, it was difficult for him whom to listen to, because they didn't say the same things, and it was difficult for him. Yes. Okay. Number 5. Both fathers had an extreme contrast in their points of view, particularly about money. So, what was the author's reflection? So they had different points of view, an extreme contrast in their points of view. So, what did the author do? What was his reflection?
Can I start? Can I
Sure.
start, please?
Yes. Yes. Mm-hmm.
So, as I can understand,
Mm-hmm.
the main idea of the book is that he listened to both and he carefully compared their opinions, their mindsets, their actions, and that's why these books must be useful for many people.
Yes.
Even at the ending of introduction, he told, "I choose to listen to one dad." It not means that he forget about other, and as I can imagine in the next chapters, he will
Mm-hmm.
tell us about how his both dads life was
Mm-hmm.
lives
Mm-hmm.
were, or
Well,
lives were.
yeah.
So
Yes. I understand your idea. Yes. Tatiana, Yulia, maybe your idea about that. What did he do? So he had different points of view from the fathers, and what did he do?
Yes, and he spent a lot of time about thinking about it, and
Yes.
оценивать, да.
Estimate.
Estimate their meanings,
Yes. Yes, I also agree with you. I really liked this idea that he didn't just reject one point, or he didn't just accepted another point. So he saw that there is an extreme interest between these 2 points of view. And he said that he spent just all his free time reflecting, asking himself questions, and just thinking about that. He asked himself different questions like, why does he say that? And that was really good reaction, I think. It was just really, well, most of the time we just accept what our parents say. Yes, because we have only one point of view. This is the point of view of our father or our mother, and when we are in our teens, or when we are in our childhood, we just accept the point of view of our parents. But he had two different opinions, two different points of view, and therefore he just spent his time thinking, reflecting, asking questions. Yes, that is a really, I think, wonderful idea, and well, I really like it. Okay, number 6. What is one of the reasons the rich get richer, the poor get poorer, and the middle class struggles in debt? He said one of the reasons is about
Well, this is a hard question. This is hard question, but I try to answer.
yes.
The rich dad told, for example, he told, you don't have to avoid risks. You have to learn how to manage risks. And in this case, it takes you many opportunities. On the one hand, you sometimes not afraid of risks. You have, if you know how to do it properly, you can estimate. And if others see a problem, you see an opportunity. And sometimes you also, he taught, being broken, as I remember, it is not being poor. Being broken, it is temporary. Being poor, it is eternal. And sometimes if you lose money, it is not a permanent thing. If you have skills how to earn money, how to spend them properly, how to get benefits from this, you're able to earn new money. And if you lose something, it not breaks you. You don't be upset, or you don't give up, and you try to do something new.
Yes, I understand the idea you mean. Yes, so if you are rich, you know how to earn money, how to spend them, and you make more money.
If you
Yes.
made a mistake, you don't blame yourself. You think you earn, you think you learn, and go on, do something new, something properly, something carefully, and earn new money.
Okay. Yulia, Tatiana, how do you think? What is in of that?
I think the poor dad said that the house, a flat, is your best investigation. And the rich man said that it's not good. You have to investigate in your manage money, not in the house or flat or something like that.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. And so the reason of the rich get richer and the poor get poorer is what? So you just have to learn financial this financial situation and financial literacy, right? You mean that?
Yes, you learn to financial skills and
Mm-hmm.
use it in your life. And poor dad don't do this and shrugged about money.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yes. So I will just now quote the book. So it says that one of the reasons the rich get richer, the poor get poorer, and the middle class struggles in debt is that the subject of money is taught at home, not in school, he said. So it means if you are in a rich family, if you have the rich parents, they will teach you the financial skills, the financial literacy. If you are in the poor family or in the middle class, so your parents can't teach you the financial literacy. Yes, because they don't know how to do it, and they don't know how to earn money themselves, so they can't teach you. And therefore, the author says that he wants that the financial literacy should be taught in school and not only at home. So do you understand the reason according to this book? Yes.
Can I add?
Yes.
Yes. Sure.
If you was born in poor family, you can't inherit that skills that you
Yeah.
can inherit from your rich parents. Even even if your parents don't teach you on purpose, you see
Yes.
how they act, and you inherit their actions, their mindset, even unconsciously.
Yes.
Sub, sub,
Yes. In case you just break the rule of this inheritance on purpose, yes, I agree with you. You should, or you or your parents should break this inheritance and so learn this financial literacy and financial skills, how money works. Yes, how money work in our life. Yes. Okay. Let's go further to the seventh question. What were your grades at school? It is not about the book. It is just the question for you. What were your grades at school, and what is your financial situation now? So I just added this question to see, does the financial situation depend on our grades that we had at school?
Well, I wasn't a perfect student in a school, but also I wasn't a very awful student. So I had a good grades, a middle grades. Um,
Mhm.
in States, they say A grades. In Russia, we
Yes,
say
A grades,
five grades. I had
fives. Mhm.
fives, threes, fours,
Uh-huh.
so on. What is my
Mhm. Okay.
financial situation? So I don't like to take any mortgage, any loans. I'm not mm, the rich one. Definitely, I'm not the rich one. I don't have an
Uh-huh.
expensive car. I like to keep some savings, but I know how to invest them properly. And
Mm-hmm.
I'm a little bit scared to lose my money.
Yeah.
It is not a very good option, but it is not very bad option. That's why because some people even go do bets, and they imagine to they reach money via doing bets. Ставки, по-моему, так же, да?
Как?
Ставки, когда люди делают на спорт. biggest
No.
bets. Bookmakers or something.
Bet.
Bet.
I think bet. Yes.
Well, to sum up, I want to say it is better to learn many new financial things for me, but I hope I'm not the worst in this situation.
Yes, I understand. Yes. Okay. Yulia,
When I
what?
was in school, I was a good student. I have good education, and now my financial situation is good. But I work hard for the boss.
Yes.
I don't earn money by myself. For me.
Yes, I understand. Yes, so as far as I can understand, Tatiana, you don't have you can't answer the question because you just study at the moment in school, right?
No, I ending school.
You ended. You have already graduated from school, so you work now.
So I start to teach in the university. Yeah, so but
So you don't work at the moment.
now I don't have как бы так сказать
Official job.
Official job, yes, but I'm trying. I'm found the work, and I found do something what can make me money. So
yes, you try to earn money right at this moment. Okay.
So,
and what were your grades at school or in the university?
So
are you an excellent student?
Now I don't a student. I'm just begin learn another language for my university. So because it is Bulgaria, and I learn Bulgarski. So
yes, Bulgarian.
So, but in the school, have don't bad result. Result. Yeah. I have just two оценка тройка, как сказать? 2-3.
C grade, or maybe yes, 3 C grade, ABC.
Yeah, this is the Russian language and math, but the math I have a 3 because I have bad communication with my teacher, and she hates me, and this is a bad story. But another, I have 5 or 4, so I think I learned too good, and teachers love me. So
yes. Okay. Yes, thank you for your story that you shared with us. And I also can say that I was an excellent student at school. I had the red diploma, or how to say, and in the university as well, I was an excellent student and I had a red diploma, but I didn't know how money works, and my financial situation was just the middle class. And I had some money, but I really didn't understand that the grades is not the reason for money. So my parents always taught me, study hard, and you will have a good job, and you will have money. But well, I can't say that just the grades is the reason for the best financial situation. I can't say so. So, because I'm the example of that. Yes. Okay, number 8. How should we study the subject of money? How can we study the subject of money? So we discussed that in our family, our parents may learn, may tell us the financial just literacy or somewhere. How can we study the subject of money?
May I start? So I just can share my opinion. It is not perfect,
Yes.
but because as I told before, I have to earn in this sphere many things, but I just share my opinion. It seems to me it is very useful to every person to know how to be maybe conscious buyer, conscious customer. What I mean, if you go somewhere, you check prices, you compare prices in other places, you have to sometimes have a conversation about things, about purchase. Sometimes it is very useful to be able to bargain. Торговаться это так? Bargain.
Yes.
To bargain.
Yes, I think yes.
Sometimes it is useful to try to sell something, to sell even something used, and how to hire people, how to estimate their skills. Even just you hire a worker for a day, maybe to fix something at your home, you just have to be able to estimate their job, estimate. Just imagine somebody came and he tells you, oh, it will cost 10 something. If you know it is this is overpriced thing, you just tell him, no, sir. I had a conversation with other people. They told me it doesn't cost this. Maybe he will say you a good reason why he offered so price. Maybe he will tell you, but yes, it includes my job and parts and so on and guarantee. And maybe you will think, yes, maybe okay, let's do it for 8 something. It will be sometimes being greed. Я не помню, жадный это мы как говорим?
Greedy.
Greedy. Thank you. Sometimes you don't have to very greedy. Sometimes you spend for something, and this will help you to save money. And those things that I can share.
Yes. So we studied the subject of money in our real life. You mean?
Yes.
In our real life.
And there is no such a thing. I learned financial. You learn it every day. Every new day appears new products, new services, and so on. And just imagine our parents. Sometimes unfortunately, they have no idea about how in nowadays it works. They have an idea this digital stuff and so on.
And in our real day life, in our everyday life, we just practice the financial skills we have. But what about theory? How do you think? If we don't know the theory of financial literacy in theory, can we practice it in our real life, in our everyday life? Or should we study the financial skills, the financial literacy, for example, at school, for example?
Theory is also important. as I think.
Mhm.
But I am just as a village guy.
Mhm.
But I have the internet. You can sometimes read something, you can watch a video, documentary, and
Mhm.
just having an idea about economy, about some, I don't know how it in English, инфляция и тому подобные слова.
Inflation, I think.
Inflation,
I'm
maybe.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
Sometimes you just have to have just even
Inflation.
a simple idea about some things, about global economy, about currencies, and so on. Those knowledges
Yes.
won't make you a very good financial professional, but they are able to make they are able to help you avoid even simple problems.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I understand. I understand what you mean. Mm-hmm. Yes. Yes. Partially, I also agree with you. Mm-hmm. Okay. Julia, do you have any proposal? How can we study the subject of money?
I think we have to knew about it, about financial skills. We can find information in the internet, or maybe books, or some literature, and then we have to try their advices. And
Yes.
to be honest, we have to be как это сказать, смелый.
Brave.
We
Brave.
have to be brave to try this because we are risking our money.
Mhm. Yes.
And
Yes.
and as a lot of people they like to save their money, to keep it with them, and they don't risk.
Yes. So you both say that we can find the information in books or in the internet or somewhere, but there is one problem I see, that you're talking about the person in his as a grown up. But
Yes.
for example, if the person is the grown up, it is about 20, 30 years of his life with no financial literacy. So he starts to learn the theory, the internet, the books, just when he is 20, in his 20s, in his 30s, maybe in his 40s, as I am now. So it means that half of life is without any financial skills. I think the problem is that we don't teach our children at school or in our family on purpose, as we discussed before. And that is the problem. Of course, if the person is in his 20s or 30s, he can read books, but it has he has to spend much time before he takes any financial skills, before he is financially aware of the situation, how money works, and that is the problem. So but if for example in our schools in our country we have such financial studies, financial classes, it will be, I think, very good experience for our kids to know about how money works, not when they are grown ups. How do you
I
think
want to
about
add,
that?
As I know, nowadays our schools has financial lessons, economic in the second grade,
What
and
age?
um,
What age or what
they
grade?
they start know about money from the first class, and
Really? I
now.
didn't know about that. I didn't know
Yeah,
about that.
my daughter goes at school. Oh, no, from the second class. My daughter goes to school, and she had a lesson основы финансовой грамотности.
Yes, financial literacy lessons or classes.
Yes, yes, and they talk about money and other items, and in the second grade, in the 9 class in Russia, they have an economic.
Okay, that's a good news, I would say. But of course, we should check the quality of this education
Yes,
because I don't know what they are teaching there at school.
there are
Okay.
sometimes paused to have some result, I think.
Yes, we'll see. We'll see. Okay, let's skip number 9 and turn to number 10. Imagine that you don't have enough money to buy something. Imagine that you want to buy something, but you don't have enough money. Which phrase do you always use, or do you always say to yourself if you don't have enough money to buy something but you want? What do you say to yourself? Or to your child, for example. He wants something and you say to him, if you don't have enough money, what do you say?
Not today, maybe.
Not today. Okay. And what do you say to yourself?
I think what I can do to get this. How?
Yes. Well, usually people say, I can't afford it. I can't afford it. Right? Usually people say so. I can't afford it. I don't have enough money for that.
Yes, but it depends about of the thing what you want. If it's a very important thing and you can live without it, maybe some electronic on your kitchen or sofa where you can sleep or something like that, you have to earn money to buy it. And if it's something not so important, you have to say I can't afford it, and you can maybe wait sometimes and buy it then.
Yes, there were 2 phrases in the book. I can't afford it and how can I afford it? And one phrase, I can't afford it, lets you off the hook. Do you know what does it mean to let off the hook?
Ну, хук — это удар, да?
Возможно, есть такое значение, но, по-моему, крючок, я думала. Я думала, крючок. Ну, то есть let off the hook, да, то есть ты уже не на крючке, как бы. То есть снимает тебя с крючка, грубо говоря, да? Я думаю, так переводится. Кстати, я не проверяла. This phrase means that I'm not responsible. I don't have any responsibility for that. So I can't afford it. I'm not responsible. I just can't afford it. And the phrase, how can I afford it? So forces you to think because you're responsible. How can I afford it? That is really big difference, I think.
Yes.
What thoughts we have inside our mind, and what phrases we say to ourselves. For example, in this case, if we can't afford something, if we don't have enough money, what do we usually say unconsciously? Yes?
Can I add?
Did you want to add something? Yes.
Well, it seems to me it is a quite complicated question.
Mm-hmm.
It depends on thing, and sometimes you see something, you feel a big desire to buy something, but if you give you an opportunity to think about this, to reflect, maybe you think those things are not necessary, and sometimes you buy something, you're happy for 2 days, and then
Mm-hmm.
that stuff just collect dust on it, and you think, why did I buy this thing? But also, yes, it is important thing to think, how can I afford this? Maybe maybe today you don't buy this, but if you think how to earn money, how to effectively spend money, and via this make more money, you will be happy. Maybe without this stuff, without
Mm-hmm.
this
Yes.
purchase.
Yes, I understand. So you both say that if the thing is not necessary, we just don't need it. We just don't buy it. But in this case, I think now just I'm thinking about that, and
Mhm.
a person usually can live without many things in his life. So we just can live in the forest, in a small house, without all this delicious food, just eat the bread and drink water, right? So we
Yeah.
can spend our life without many unnecessary things that we have now in our houses. But this phrase also, I think, stops our mind to think and lets us off the hook. The phrase that, oh, that is not necessary for me, but why do I want it then? For example, all my life I wanted to have a house somewhere outside, not in the city, in the big city, but somewhere in the village. And well, I can say that it's not really necessary. I have a house, a flat that I can live here, but I want this house. That is my just dream. But it is not necessary because I have a flat to live in. And of course, my mind, and so it just lets off the hook. Yes, this mind of thinking, this way of thinking just lets me off the hook. It doesn't force me to think, doesn't force my mind to think. Yes, many things to think about and to think about and to reflect. Okay, let's skip the 11th question. How can we exercise our? I think not really. Yes, I have some more questions here. Two that's about taxes. Two that's about hard study. Yes, I think I don't skip them. I can't skip them. So number 12. Do you have some 30 minutes more for our class?
Yes, I have.
Oh,
Julia,
I
and
will
you?
try. I will try, but I need to go soon.
If you want to go, just you're so you're free. Of course, you can
Okay.
discuss some more ideas about this book. So two dads about taxes. Do you remember what did they say about taxes?
Yes. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
The poor dad
Yes.
said that the taxes must be paid by the rich man's, and the rich man said that the taxes must be paid by all people.
Mm-hmm. Yes, he said taxes punish those who produce and reward those who do nothing, who don't produce. So
All
the rich
people.
people pay taxes, and this money reward those people who do nothing, who just spend their
Yes.
lives and do nothing, because they have different. So they have money from the government, from the taxes of the rich men. So what do you think about that?
Can I relay?
Yes, sure.
Uh,
Please comment.
As I remember, poor dads told that paying taxes is a responsibility. The rich dad told paying taxes is a responsibility, or something like this. The poor dad told it is like a punishment, so on. Somebody don't want to work, and etc. For me, it is better mindset of the rich one.
Mm-hmm.
Many people do very useful job for society and so on, but they are not well paid. And just imagine, okay, you have a graduation, you have some skills, you're a priceless professional, and you go to spend your time for you take broom and you go clean your yard and so on. And okay, it sounds like something smart, but you're able to make more profit for the society if you do your own job for what you learned for many years. And if you earned enough money, it is not a bad idea to share those money via taxes and so on. If the government spends those money properly, it is good. Just imagine those guys who just because of hungry trying to do crime, and they hadn't any options. It is not good for nobody, So the main idea, I just want to sum up the main idea.
Yes.
It is paying taxes. It is a good stuff if later they spend them properly.
Yes. Okay. Properly for who?
For the whole society. Sometimes they spend money, but this is useful. They say give for somebody a fish and he will food for a day. If you teach him to get a fish, я не знаю, как рыбачить, поэтому
Yes.
if you teach them to
Fishing.
hunt, to grow food and so on, they will be full for the whole life or something. So in
Yulia,
this case,
you want to...
responsible spending money, it is think how it will be useful for them.
Yes. Okay. Okay, so Yulia, you wanted to add something? You wanted to add
No.
about taxes?
No.
Mhm. Okay, let's take another statement. So one dad recommended study hard so you can find a good company to work for, so you can find a good job. The other recommended study hard so you find a good. What do you think about that?
So those statements just shows us a different mindset, and
Yeah.
for somebody fits one, for somebody fits other, but they both right in my opinion. But you have to define which kind of person you are.
So it depends.
We can't everybody have a business and hire somebody. It is impossible.
Yes. Really, a man should be a businessman, but really different mindset, different points of view. That study hard to find a job and study hard to buy a job, buy a company, or to have money to buy a company and give jobs to other people.
Yes,
Yes.
the mindset is interesting.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, one dad said, the reason I'm not rich is because I have you kids. The other said, the reason I must be rich is because I have you kids. Yes. I think we discussed this statement before. Yes.
Yes.
That we have kids, and kids are not the problem for us in our financial situation.
Yeah, we have to do the best for them.
Yes, we have to do the best for them. Okay, about risks. Let's find what they say. One said, when it comes to money, play it safe. Don't take risks. The other said, learn to manage risk. What does it mean to manage risk, by the way?
Справляться с риском. Ну, то есть это...
Управление.
Управлять, да.
Управление рисками, да, по-русски. What does it mean to manage risk? How can we manage risk? Do you know?
Know what to do.
Know what you are, if you are able to know what to do, and if you think about if what you aspire if you have a spare plan of your actions, if you lose, if you fail, maybe having savings or something, having extra supplies or so on. Supplies.
So to manage risks means that you predict the future, what will happen in future, and choose the minimum risk. So it is, in few words, what does it mean to manage risk? It is an economical term to manage risk. So it means you predict what will happen, and then you just take the minimum risk. But you take the risks. And the poor father says, don't take risks. Yes. By the way, do you take risks in your life, or you just avoid risks?
Personally, me, I try to avoid risks, and but if it is necessary to do something what scares me, I try to learn something, to be prepared, and working hard to this. Sometimes it is hard to change your job because if you are not a very if you are not very priceless employee, maybe it is hard to change. It is hard to change your job to find more well-paid job. In this case, you have to be well prepared, maybe.
Yes. So to be prepared for risks, but we can't be prepared, I think. So fully prepared. We can't be fully prepared.
Definitely, we can't be fully prepared, but you don't have to do something without thinking, without any options, maybe.
Yes.
Sometimes
Okay.
if you're trying to running risks, sometimes you have to think about your spare plan, maybe.
Yes, plan B.
Plan B, yes.
Okay, Julia, what do you think? Do you take risks in your everyday life, in your life?
As for me, I don't take risks. I try to avoid this, and
Yes.
but sometimes we have to risk because life is changed, and but usually I I want to be in safe.
Yes, I think that is a real problem of our generation, because I really hate risks. I avoid risks all the time. I really don't like to risk, but that is the reason why we just stay in the same place for years. That is the reason, because we can't move forward without risks. It is just the law of our world, the rule of our world.
Yes.
So
Also, your environment is such people who can't give you an advice, who can't share their experience, and also they inherit their mindset. Yes, sometimes, or as you told before, you stay on one place. If you work on a bad job, you're not well paid, you're trying to make a conversation with your colleagues, and everybody tells you everything is not better, you don't have to do something, you don't try, and
don't try this.
these statements freaks me out, and sometimes you drop everything, you leave your job, you leave your current job, and I just changed my job 2 years ago, and as you told before, everything is true, and sometimes you see you're deep in problems, and you don't know how to manage those, and sometimes
Yes.
and what was I talking about for preparation? I kept savings because I think if I leave this job, I can't find the better job immediately, and I have to buy groceries at least or so on, and pay bills,
Yes.
and you're definitely right.
Yeah, so let's learn from the rich dad to manage risks and to take risks.
Yeah,
And by the way,
sometimes without taking risks, you can do. Maybe you're happy, you have a good job, you can be promoted, your salary increases, In this case, those people tell you, "Oh, why are you so worried? Just relax, chill out." They don't know your conditions, and they just can't understand you.
Yes, and it's very difficult to take risks when your life is stable. Is just everything is good, and everything is just day by day. You repeat it day by day, and you just don't want any risks. And well, it's good, and it's really
Yeah.
difficult to take risks.
Maybe there is an exceptions. Sometimes people say those people who have a stable life, they are very stress resistant. They don't have a panic, and sometimes such people also are able to change their life, but they don't want to do this. Sometimes it happens, but in my experience, I don't know those people.
Yeah.
They
Yes, for
just
me to
like to be relaxed.
start a discussion of this book, it was also some kind of risk for me, because I didn't know, will it work? Will it be interesting? Will it be interesting or not? Will anyone start a discussion with me? And it was risk for me, so I took the risks. And
I heard about this book before, a couple of times maybe, and it seems to me it is a very popular book. At
very
least
popular.
very
Yes,
popular.
it is the bestseller in America, in Russia.
Also, you have to remember you are responsible for your actions. It is not a guide, it is not a guarantee, but it is a very good opportunity to see something new, to
Yes.
learn new points of view, to think, to learn. Maybe it will be inspired you to do something great, something useful, and so on.
Okay. Okay, let's go on. One believed our home is our largest investment and our greatest asset. The other believed my house is a liability, and if your house is your largest investment, you're in trouble. Do you agree with that? With the rich dad? Because
Yes,
we always
if you
invest in our house.
can I continue?
Yes.
So in the case with rich dad, with a person who has those skills, it is like a tool. It is an opportunity. It is like a resource or extra money maybe, but not everybody will manage those risks properly. Sometimes we know some examples when people lose everything, and they are not those kind of people who are able to earn new money and earn enough for buying new house. So
Yes.
he's right, but people must be responsible for this and conscious enough for understanding it is very dangerous.
Yes, I agree with you. Yulia, Yulia left us. Okay, let's go on about. I wanted to discuss about jobs, benefits, and retirement. One dad believed in a company or the government taking care of you and your needs. He was always concerned about pay raises, retirement plans, medical benefits, sick leave, vacation days, and other perks. He was impressed with two of his uncles who joined the military. So he loved the idea of medical benefits. He also loved the renewal system available through the university. He would often say, "I've worked hard for the government and I'm entitled to these benefits." The other believed in total financial self-reliance, even when you are retired. He spoke out against the entitlement mentality and how it created weak and financially needy people. He was emphatic about being financially competent. So even when you are retired, you must be self-reliant financially, he said. And he was against the entitlement mentality. Entitlement means some benefits from the government, or some benefits from your job, for example, if you are military. So what do you think about that, Oleg?
Well, because this person who is the rich dad is very active, very this kind of person who don't like to just sit and to do nothing. And for such a person, it is impossible to just take money from government and watching TV. But if we're talking about the mindset, yes, it is very interesting. And we have to learn those things. Sometimes, yes, even if your government is responsible for you, your government have to pay or some and so on. It is not the point to do nothing. Some people, as we told before, those kind of people who tell you, "Oh, everything is okay, don't worry," and so on, so on. Those people often think about those benefits, so on, so on. But many people are able to do much more useful for themselves, for their society, for their families, and so on. And we can't change our mindset if we don't do any attempts for this. And sometimes it seems to me it is very useful to meet new people, to listen to them, and it is a very hard skill to listen somebody's opinion properly. What do I mean? Sometimes it is very hard, but you just keep your ego and hide it and listen to somebody you shocked. Sometimes you shocked somebody, sometimes you surprised, and you have time. You have the time to digest. Переварить, по-моему, так? Digest. To think about this. And sometimes even in such strange conversation at the first sight, you can find something useful. It helps you to understand other people, to be more patient, to be sometimes you see somebody and you think, "Oh, wow, he's so stupid," but it helps you to see you're also as stupid as he. Maybe it is not about offending. It is just about situations and actions in those situations. And sometimes useful to change your environment, your mindset, revise your mindset. And it is very hard work, but it is able to feel you're alive, to do something new, something useful, and to develop your own personality, maybe.
Yes. So we are usually taught by our parents and by our environment that we should work before our retirement age, and then we will have money from the government and some benefits from the government. So that is our usual mindset, usual point of view of the most people. I can't say that I ever heard somebody saying that he will earn money all his life and he will be self-reliant. And so I never heard about that. That is really another mindset, and we have to think about that. And the last thing I have it about savings and investments. One dad struggled to save a few dollars, the other created investment. So usually we save money, we don't invest them. And that is also our usual state of mind. Regularly, we just save money. We are taught to save money. Our parents taught us to save money. They didn't teach us to invest money, right? Do you agree?
Yes, because they all don't know how to do this properly.
Yes.
They it depends on history and so on. But really, a few people know how to do it properly.
Yes.
While we were discussing, I just remembered I was a schoolboy in a village, and we had a small village. Everybody knows everybody, and so on. And I had a classmate who had a more richer family than average in that village, and his parents were just maybe small businessmen or sellers at the market. I don't know how to say it properly. Они торговлей занимались, на рынке торговали, но они как это, частники были, то есть не реализаторами. Ну вот мы не знаем, как это назвать, малый бизнес это было или что-то.
They just market trading, maybe trading in the market.
Market traders or something. They sold parts for
Private
cars,
trading.
so on. And it seems to me he had a good opportunity to learn how to manage money in real life. He wasn't a good student in a school, but I'm definitely sure he knew how to spend money, how to earn money, how to not be afraid of lost his money, and so on. His parents weren't highly educated, maybe. They just acted and earned their experience on via their actions. Also, we had in those village also people who even they were like migrants, something like this. They were citizens of ex-USSR, but they live in Russia, but they can't get Russian passport, and they weren't able to get official work and so on. But those people weren't very poor. They weren't. Some of them wasn't very rich, but they weren't extremely poor. I mean, they worked hard. Some of them were like farmers. They grew plants. They grew vegetables, and they sell them by themselves. They took those vegetables. They went to market. They sold their products, and they were able to keep savings for winter. When winter came, they weren't able to earn new money, and they had to predict how much money they need will be for this year.
Yes.
And it seems to me those people, even if they don't had a good education, they were able to teach many their neighbors about something that just only them knew.
Yes. So they also saved money. They didn't invest. People, so just they are used to save money. I think that you're talking about savings, right? They saved money for winter.
Savings. They know how to produce money by themselves, and also maybe I can consider it as savings. They rent a new field, they rent new stuff for their farming, they develop their business maybe.
Yes, that is the business they had. But if we are talking about the normal person who lives, who is not a businessman, usually people save money. They don't think that they can invest money. For example, buy bonds or invest money in the currency, in dollars or different currencies. So we don't think so. We usually think that we should save. We don't think that we should invest because that is our mindset. We were taught so. And in the beginning of the class, you said that you also save. You can save money, but
Yes.
you can't invest.
Yes, because I just understand if you want to save, invest your money properly, you have to earn, you have to learn more, and in every case it has risks, and I'm not able to estimate those risks properly, and
Yes.
I understand this is
Yes.
I can consider it like a problem, but at the moment I don't know how to do it properly. Maybe one day I will try to.
Yes, I agree with you because I don't know either, and we have to learn. We have to learn how to do it, and maybe
If we
this
have
book will
enough
help.
money, we can buy extra flat. Maybe it is
Yes.
a good point. You can rent this. Нет, но это не rent будет, а если мы сдаем квартиру, мы другое слово используем. Rent — это если мы снимаем, а вот как сдавать квартиру?
Rent — это снимать, да, сдавать. To give for rent, I would say.
Yeah, give for rent maybe. It is a very simple way to keep your money, but in nowadays, because of our economy situation, it doesn't give you an opportunity to multiply your money. It just keep your money. Ну, я имею в виду, что инфляция такая, что деньги твои не увеличатся, они, по сути, просто они хотя бы не обесценятся. То есть это не...
Я поняла, да.
Виде это не инвестиция.
You invest to save, not to lose. Just you invest for the purpose to save money, to keep them as they are. Okay, and the last idea that the rich dad taught him. So one dad taught me how to write an impressive resume so I could find a job. And the other taught me how to write strong business plans and financial plans so I could create jobs. Yes, usually we are taught that we should find a job, and the rich dad taught him, what can I do so I could create jobs?
How to
that
build
is really, yes, another mindset, really just extreme contrast between these 2 points of view.
Yes, it is.
Yes. Okay. I think that's enough for today. for the introduction. Of course, I have some more questions and some more points to discuss, but today I think we will not be able to finish the introduction. Okay, let's then continue next time. Thank you very much for your ideas, for your so that you were very brave to share the things about this topic, so financial topic, and you shared your situations and your ideas with me, and it was really interesting to discuss, to talk this book and the introduction of this book with you. Thank you very much for your time.
А к
Okay.
следующему
Anything?
занятию надо будет первую главу прочесть, да?
Нет, а я думаю, что вот мы еще пройдем вот эти вот моменты, там еще осталось во введении кое-что обсудить, тоже такое как бы важное, на мой взгляд. Вот, то есть вот эти вот, после того, как они там сравнивали, да, вот там о налогах, о пенсиях и так далее, то, наверное, еще вот эти вот закончим в следующий раз, что там у нас во введении осталось. Там еще и стихотворение вот это вот, которое он там тоже про дороги, да, можно обсудить, будет интересное, про выбор, как мы делаем выбор. Вот. В общем, закончим введение тогда и начнем первую главу. Ну, в общем, к следующему разу еще раз можно прочитать введение и первую главу. Ну, желательно там хотя бы начало первой главы, сколько успеем.
Okay, thank you for lesson.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you for the lesson. I enjoyed it a lot. I learned many new things. I hope
Yes,
I'm looking
me
forward
too.
for the next lesson. Bye-bye.
Yes. Yes, bye-bye. Thank you. Have a good day. Yes.